So I've been rejecting some slogans because I don't care if how much I used to like it or people like it. These are still slogans. I'm not gonna down anybody for not being saint, but there's always been a lot of Boule, uh, Freemason agent, COINTELPRO, all all the way through, all the way through. You have to imagine. Do you think like any of those people with a platform back in those days, like they say, you had to watch the person who punched your ticket at the door because that might be an agent. Anyways, and there's like trying to get them with heroin, trying to get them with crack. They can try to infiltrate heroin, crack, Huey P. Newton. You know what I mean? So why not try something different? And so, because saying that I'm putting family first and here to help black people is fucking up people's families and shit. It's like no, their energy. It's taking my like I feel like tired sometimes and shit. When I should be excited about shit. I know I should be excited about shit. I'm excited about being able to smoke weed in my apartment, dude. Like, I don't know if I should do that. You could blow smoke through this thing. It's like it's not smoke, it's vapor smoke. It's like, it's not shatter, but it's like melt or whatever they call this shit. Kefir or whatever they call this shit. And yeah, okay, enough about me. Then the reason I have to say that shit, I don't want to catch people off guard and think that I'm now rejecting and they say when the family is threatened, the black man becomes the ultimate warrior. So just believe that. I mean, come on, I could believe that anyone is capable and of just that, and it's be common, you know. But the thing that's threatening it is groupthink and fucking groupthink. You know, so you're not allowed to really point out what that is. So because you know, like because we're fond of it, you have to leave it alone. I'm kind of over that right there. You really can't not insult. Like you can't insult me. Like should be the aliens are the one that's racist because they're about proliferation of race of and they need genetic material from humans, particularly from elder statesmen and bureaucrats and politicians and shit. They're like the ugly version of Hollywood, and the aliens are they have rules and quarantine rules and shit like that. There's some of the stargates are trip mined with booby traps, and if an alien comes through there, it'll be a scorched out torso sitting smoldering out in the middle of the woods. And so maybe sometimes they have to wade through intolerable resonating fields to be able to deliver messages to people because they can't talk to you through the kitchen window or in the mirror. Like they have the technology and they can't do it because your ego would be like, think that you are a golden god, the one with, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you would think that like God is speaking directly to you, but it's an alien. As a matter of fact, hidden in some bunk LSD and be like, also to save my life or some shit like that. Could have been some, you know what I mean? Because you kill up the brain, so you would like be like kind of, the aliens would investigate you and some shit, and they can hide messages inside of drugs. It's like you're not supposed to get messages unless you know what a transmitter it transmits and stuff. But if you have a trip, if you go on a trip, there could be something they want you to see or so. But if you know what I'm saying, like if you hear somebody talking or a radio or something and it sounds like they're talking about the same thing that you're thinking about, that's just some kind of, no, what do you call that? If you don't want to subscribe to coincidence and you don't want to call it serendipity, I mean, because I don't know. Sometimes this shit is just like undertone or like, like certain, or there's only a few, like there's some of the memes get filtered out, so we're dealing with less memes for which that thoughts are built on top of. It takes thousands and thousands of memes to come up with a single thought.